Hello, boys and girls. Today we will be starting with our grammar skill of the week. The reason why we want to strengthen our grammar skills is because it allows us to be understood when we are writing and when we are speaking. So our grammar skill of the week is, what is a sentence? Let's first take a look at our objectives. We are learning to identify complete sentences, identify simple and complete subjects and predicates, use complete sentences in writing and speaking, use correct capitalization. So let's dive on in. A simple sentence is a complete thought containing a simple subject and a simple predicate. Let's take a look at what each of these mean. A simple subject is the main word that tells whom or what the sentence is about. So just who or what the whole sentence is about. Notice it says the main word. Word is singular, so it should only be one word when we're talking about simple subjects. Let's take a look at simple predicate. The simple predicate is the main word that tells whom or what the subject does or is. Okay, so what the subject does or is. Sounds like we could look for a verb on that as well. And it also says main word. So it looks like simple predicate is only one word we should be looking for. I have an example here that says Opal walked to the store. I highlighted Opal as a simple subject and walked as a simple predicate. I bet you're wondering why I did that. Let's take a look at my thinking questions to help us out here. When trying to identify the simple subject, you would want to ask yourself, what is the main word that tells whom or what the sentence is about? Okay, the sentence is Opal walked to the store. Who or what is this sentence about? Oh, Opal. So that's why Opal is a simple subject. When trying to identify the simple predicate, you ask yourself, what is the main word that tells what the subject does or is? So let's ask ourselves, what is Opal doing in this sentence? Oh, she walked. So walked is a simple predicate. Remember, when we're finding simple subjects and simple predicates, we're only looking for one word. Let's practice. I have a sentence below and we want to identify the simple subject. We'll ask ourselves, what is the main word that tells whom or what the sentence is about? When Dixie barked loudly at someone. Take a pause here and think, who is the sentence all about? If you said Winn-Dixie as a simple subject, you are correct. Let's try another one, but this time we're going to find the simple predicate, and we'll ask ourselves, what's the main word that tells what the subject does or is? Opal tugged gently on Winn-Dixie's leash. We're asking ourselves, what did the subject do or what is the subject? Pause here and take a guess. If you said tugged, you are correct. That is what Opal did. We're identifying the simple. In this next example, we'll be finding the simple predicate. Remember, we're asking ourselves, what word tells what the main subject does or is? Those animals make a racket. Pause right here to identify what the subject does or is. If you said make is the simple predicate, you are correct. What these animals are doing right now is making a racket. Now we're going to take a look at the underlined word in the sentence. And you're going to want to tell me if this is a simple subject or the simple predicate. Subject is who or what the sentence is all about. Predicate is what they're doing or is. Winn-Dixie wagged his tail. Subject or predicate? Pause right here. That's right. Winn-Dixie is the simple subject. That is who or what the sentence is all about. Let's try this one. He chased a squirrel around the tree. Simple subject, who or what the sentence is about, or simple predicate, what the subject does or is. Pause right here. That's right. Chased is a simple predicate. It's what he is doing right now. He is chasing a squirrel right now. Let's try this one. Opal ran after Winn-Dixie. Pause right here to tell me if it's the simple subject or simple predicate. That's right. It's a simple predicate. Running is what Opal did in the sentence. The little gray squirrel scampered up the tree. Simple subject or simple predicate? That's right, simple subject. This whole sentence is all about the squirrel. Similar to simple subjects and predicates are complete subjects and complete predicates. The complete subject is made up of all the words that tell who or what is doing the action in the sentence. So it's more than one word. Complete predicates are all the words that tell what the subject of the sentence is or does. So more than one word. The Kind's librarian smiled at Winn-Dixie. You'll see that more than one word is highlighted for both the complete subject and the complete predicate. That's because complete subjects are more than one word. Wait a minute. What's the difference between simple and complete subject and predicates? Let's take a look. Simple subjects and complete subjects. What do they both have in common? They both tell whom or what is doing the action in the sentence. But what's the difference? Simple subjects is one word, while complete subjects can be more than one word, and it includes that main words and even describing words. What about for simple and complete predicates? What do they have in common? Well, they tell whom or what the subject is or does. They tell the action. But what's the difference? Simple predicates is one main word, while complete predicates can be more than one word. It includes the main word as well as other describing words. Okay, let's get back on track. Now that we know the difference between simple and complete, let's work on identifying complete subjects and complete predicates. We'll need some thinking questions to help us out. Let's go back to my example. The Kind's librarian smiled at Winn-Dixie. Well, when identifying the complete subject, you ask yourself, what are all the words that tell whom or what the sentence is about? Well, we're not just going to say the librarian, we're going to say the Kind's librarian, because that's all the words that describe what the sentence or who the sentence is all about. And when trying to identify the complete predicate, we're going to ask ourselves, what are all the words that tell what the subject does or is? So instead of just saying smiled, we're going to say smiled at Winn-Dixie. So complete subjects and complete predicates just have that extra detail in there. Let's practice. We're going to identify the complete subject and the complete predicate. All right, Miss Franny's library is in a small old house. Remember, subject is who or what it's all about. Predicate is what that subject's doing or is. Take a moment here to identify the complete subject and the complete predicate. That's right, complete subject is Miss Franny's library. Complete predicate is in a small old house. So the whole entire subject is Miss Franny's library. It's not just any old library, it's Miss Franny's library. And we're describing that it is in a small old house. Let's try this one. Winn-Dixie watched Opal through the window. Pause right here. We're looking for the complete subject and the complete predicate. If you said that Winn-Dixie is a complete subject and watched Opal through the window is a complete predicate, you're correct. Winn-Dixie is what this sentence is all about and what Winn-Dixie is doing. Well, Winn-Dixie is watching, but she's not just watching TV or her friend's garden. She's watching Opal through the window. That extra detail there makes up the complete predicate. Let's try another. Miss Franny allowed Winn-Dixie to enter the library. Complete subject is who the sentence is all about or what the sentence is all about. Complete predicate is what that subject is or is doing. Pause right here. That's right. Miss Franny is a complete subject because this sentence is all about what Miss Franny is doing. And what she's doing is she is allowing Winn-Dixie to enter the library. So that is the complete predicate. Let's try another. The wonderful stories kept Opal on the edge of her seat. What is this sentence all about? And then once you've answered that, what is it doing or what is it? That's right. This sentence is all about the wonderful stories. You may have wanted to include Opal into the complete subject, but that's not right because Opal's not doing anything in this sentence. The wonderful stories is what's doing something. So the wonderful stories is the complete subject and the complete predicate is what they're doing. Well, they're keeping Opal on the edge of her seat. That's the complete predicate. Let's try another. The young librarian saw a big bear in the library. Pause here to identify the complete subject and the complete predicate. Okay, the complete subject, or who or what the sentence is all about, is the young librarian. Not just any old librarian, but the young librarian. And the complete predicate, which is what that young librarian is doing, is saw a big bear in the library. Great job. The large animal strolled in through the front door. Complete subject, complete predicate, you identify. Pause right here. That's right. The sentence is all about the large animal, which makes it the complete subject. Not just any old animal, but the large animal. And what it's doing is strolling through the front door, which is the complete predicate. What that subject does or is. Opal's dog looked just like that bear at first. Pause right here. Tell me the complete subject and complete predicate. That's right. The sentence is all about Opal's dog, making it the complete subject, and what it's doing. Looked just like that bear at first, which is the complete predicate. Now it's your turn. On Google Classroom, I want you to find this assignment. You're going to be creating complete subjects. The directions say, for each simple sentence, choose 2 descriptive words and add them to the simple subject. This will change the simple subjects to complete subjects. Rewrite the complete subject on the line. For example, Maria's sister is crying. Let's add some adjectives there to make that a complete subject. Maria's tired little sister is crying. So you'll pick 4 questions to complete to make the complete subject, to add more and make a complete subject.